Hey everybody, it's Dr. Vogel, Washburn University, wearing my aquamarine shirt today. I wanted to make this Zoom recording so that you could find out more about Washburn University before I come to the Bahamas. So then we can have some follow-up questions and explore the scholarship opportunities in each department. So here we go. So again, like I just mentioned, I will be in Nassau, September 29th and October 1st. So down at the Courtyard Marriott in the Coral Boardroom. So I hope to see you then if you're interested to learn more. So again, my name is Dr. Andrew Vogel with Washburn University. I've worked here over 10 years. So now this was our first student from Miss Charlotte's group. So all the students who come through Miss Charlotte will receive scholarships. This was a football student who arrived, let's see, 1 year ago. So it would have been just last fall. He needed to return to Bahamas after a semester, but was a great student. So these are two of our students who arrived last spring. This is Sharonica and Letitia. Let's see, Ronnie studies kinesiology and Tish studies biology. Okay, and Sharonica actually was Miss Teen Bahamas in 2021, and so we have some articles about her. She's become pretty famous on campus, and then and she also has her and Tish have created a lot of media to help us promote Washburn. So there is a YouTube video they made about what it's like being an incoming first-year student to Washburn University. Okay, so give that a listen if you have time. And Ronnie also took over the Washburn University Instagram page, so you can see what it's like to be a student from the Bahamas, a day in the life of a Bahamian at Washburn University. Okay, and these were some of our incoming first-year students this fall. So this was a few weeks ago. So we have DeAndre there on the left. He's studying pre-med. And he graduated from the CR Walker. And then we have Ainsley and Isaiah and DeAndre, Kavan. All right. So Kavan studies computer science. So does Isaiah, and Isaiah plays football, and Ainsley also plays basketball. They were stars, MVPs. So they're fantastic. And let's see, I think this is Kavan, the gate of Washburn University. And this is DeAndre and I enjoying some fun at one of the international club events. And Kavan and Isaiah at the event. And here we are enjoying some pizza. And here we have Kirshan. Kirshan's over here to the right. She's enjoying the international club. She became an international club officer, okay, this last fall. And actually, most of the parents joined the international student orientation several weeks ago. So at Washburn University, it's really that kind of family affair, okay? So this is the Fergusons. So how much does it cost to come to Washburn University? Well, students who come through Miss Charlotte's group can get 55% tuition reduction. So if you're studying these yellow numbers in this column show the tuition per year after the discount, Miss Charlotte's tuition waiver. Okay, so we can see if you're studying arts and sciences like computer science or pre-med, those type of programs, or biology, or kinesiology, like many of our students do, then you'll pay $7,800 per year in tuition, right? That's per year with 12 hours, okay? And then we have a School of Business is a bit more, and but there are also a lot more scholarships available, and we have the School of Nursing and some graduate programs, okay? Now, we've estimated the cost of living expenses and food at $8,500, so that's if you lived in the newest dormitory and had all-you-can-eat meal plan 3 times a day. And then we have health insurance and books. So something special, you see a little arrow down here. So if students from the Bahamas decide to live on campus, which I think everyone should do their first year, then Washburn will provide a health insurance scholarship in the amount of $2,200. So it is free health insurance for those students who live on campus. Okay, so that amount is not reflected here in these totals, but but that's a really great resource. In fact, we have a lot of scholarships available. So scholarships at Washburn University are stackable, which means you can get many scholarships. So, you know, a full ride scholarship is very rare, full scholarship. However, you can take several scholarships and really have a significant award. Okay, so we have the freshman academic scholarship grid. So here we can see the ACT scores, and we also have an SAT conversion chart over here that turns the SAT scores into ACT scores. So if you're planning on taking SAT or ACT, probably SAT this fall, then you can see the score that you receive, and then you can match it with your GPA, and you can be awarded this amount. Okay, some of them are quite significant. And these scholarships are renewable every year. So during the 4 years that you're at Washburn doing an undergraduate degree, you can receive these funds. All right, so pretty good deal. Application process is very easy. Please send your original financial supporting documents, and it looks like this, to Miss Charlotte. Okay, and then she will collect all of the documents that we need and submit them in a file to our office. And then if you have an SAT or ACT score, you can provide that. If not, that's fine. It's just for scholarship purposes. We have we need you to apply online. So here's the waiver code if you would like to apply for free. Okay, you can apply for free until November 15th. And then we need a copy of your passport and a copy of your high school transcripts. Okay, so here's the waiver code. Write that down, that's important. So a little bit about Washburn. So here we are in Kansas. We're in Topeka, Kansas, the capital of Kansas. Okay, so it's just a couple hours flight from the Bahamas or Miami to Topeka. All right, and so Topeka is the capital city of Kansas. We're surrounded by the states of Colorado to our west, Nebraska, Missouri. So a lot of green, kind of flat prairie is where we live. And so we have a lot of cattle roaming the fields. So the primary food that we have is beef in Kansas, beef and chicken. So we have a lot of barbecue and steaks and hamburgers and that kind of thing. So all of the students so far have really enjoyed the food here. So that's kind of cool. And it doesn't get too cold here, all right? So let's see, Washburn University was established in 1865, and we have around 6,000 students, which means we're a medium-sized university, okay? So if you go to a large state school, then you could have like upwards of 40,000 students, okay? And the classes are just massive, right? 400 or 500 people in a class. And then you get these really small kind of liberal arts schools, maybe 2,000 students, and then, you know, they don't really have the resources available to have a lot of you know, newest equipment and databases and funding to send students places. So I think a middle-size university is a good choice, because you can see our student to faculty ratio is 12:1, which means we have around 12 students on average with in a class with a professor. So here you can see kind of a business class down here. This class only looks like it has 5 students. This must be an upper level course. Here we have a law class. You can see the professor teaching around 12 students. So and we also have over 200 degrees and programs. Okay, so educational degrees. Let's see, Washburn. These are the degrees available at Washburn University. Okay, so we have the College of Arts and Sciences. So a lot of our students from the Bahamas so far interested in science. So, you know, biology, molecular biology, biotechnology, chemistry, computer science. Some students, so we have about 200 international students from 40 different countries or so. Many of them are interested in mass media, you know, film and video, those type of things. Communication is a good, excellent major here. We have a great psychology program, a lot of different, if you want to become a teacher. We have a great school of business, our school of law, school of nursing. So here, you can look through these. So how it works is each one of these departments has its own individual scholarships available. Okay, mass media, if you're studying philosophy, if you're studying English, if you're studying mathematics, every single one of these departments has its own departmental scholarship. So that's why I want to meet with you in the Bahamas, so that I can work with you on an individual basis to apply for these scholarships, okay? So many of these scholarships will be awarded in spring, and so we need to start applying to them early, okay? So here's some examples. Here's an example of the business school scholarship. So just based on your high school GPA, you can receive this amount of scholarship per year, okay? And then after your first year, it's based, the funding is based on your Washburn GPA. Okay, so so if you're a current student and you have like 3.8, you're getting $3,500 per year. Okay, just from the business scholarship. So maybe you got maybe you were part of this SAT, ACT grid. So you're receiving something here, and then you can receive this, and then you receive Miss Scarlett's scholarship, and you can receive the tuition, the health insurance waiver. So we can really put together a nice package. Okay. In addition, there are more scholarships available if you want to join the Leadership Institute, or if you have special talents, like you play music, or if you're an athlete. Okay, you can also get additional scholarships through those areas as well. So lots of, we really need to meet together to discuss the opportunities here. Okay, so again, these are our degrees and our colleges. Okay, and who's this chap? Real quick, this was a Washburn graduate, and he won the Nobel Prize for medicine. Okay, so we have a lot of prestigious and famous alumni who've graduated from Washburn University. Okay, so these are some of the very popular majors with our international students. I've kind of narrowed it down here, so have a look, see if there's anything interesting. So Washburn University is a nonprofit public university. Okay, so you know, we're ranked like 5th most affordable university in public university that provides student with the least debt. Okay, so it's very important that you know, that you can afford university, and it doesn't like put you behind or you know, hold you back in any way. So the School of Business is one of our most acclaimed areas. We have, you know, typical finance, management, marketing, all of these, international business, minor in economics, entrepreneurship. So all of these are options for you at Washburn University, and where School of Business is accredited to the highest ranking. So that's great. And if you're studying pre-professional studies like medicine or dentistry, engineering, we have those programs here too. So we also have our master's programs. We were ranked the top ranked public master's level university in Kansas, and also the top school in Kansas. So we're really quite proud of all that. So I was telling you a little bit about the food. So this is an example of some Kansas barbecue. You see it's cooked like very slowly overnight, sometimes usually smoked. And we use this kind of hot barbecue sauce, quite spicy, and cover it all over the barbecue. And it's actually making me hungry right now. So, so at Washburn, you know, it's not only about academics. We want you to have fun. There's over 200 clubs and organizations at Washburn University. So there's clubs in anything, any kind of hobby that you have, there is a club. And if there's something you're interested in doing that there's not a club currently established, then you can create your own club. And Washburn will give you $3,000 to host events and have activities for your own club. Okay. And here's our athletic program. So we have baseball, men and women's basketball, football, golf, women's soccer, softball, men and women's tennis, and women's volleyball, who actually, the volleyball team won second in the nation last year. They lost in the championship in Florida. So here's like one of our events is a football game. You can see it's well attended. So normally here I would give like a little bit of a virtual tour for our students, but I'm working with Tish and Ronnie. They're going to start scheduling campus tours. So then you will be able to take your own tour with a student from the Bahamas to learn what it's like. And so again, this is Topeka. Washburn University is in Topeka, Kansas, which is in the middle of the United States, and Washburn is in the middle of Topeka. Okay, so Topeka is the capital city. There's the Capitol building, so it has a lot of industries and internship and work opportunities with the major industries here in Kansas. So application process again is really easy. You know, you fill out the app online, let Miss Charlotte know you've applied, send your transcripts and your financial documents, and then we will issue the I-22. Okay, so we have a lot of events. We take students to the baseball games in Kansas City and soccer, and then here's our incoming spring class last year, some of our international students, and this was this fall's class, some of our students. So this class, I think we had around 80 new international students come to Washburn. Okay, so Washburn is a really great place. Oh, here's the president of Washburn University with our student government president. Okay, so you know, we just really try to have a great time at Washburn. It's a lot of fun here. We're small, we can assist you. Here's my international club that I happen to be the advisor of. So we're just having a lot of fun at all these events, and hope you can join us at Washburn University. So thanks for giving that a listen. If you have any other questions, please just let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them anytime. And I hope to see you in Nassau. Thank you.